And the road to a Super Bowl goes through Austin. It's the Raiders and the Desperados. And it's coming right up on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Austin Desperados. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
For a trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58, we are ready to rock in the AFC Championship game. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And rightly so. He's been the big story leading up to this AFC Championship game because, as we all know, no rookie's ever won a Super Bowl as a starting quarterback. Heck, no rookie's ever started a Super Bowl. So he's trying to rewrite the history books here, and if he wins this one, he'll get his own book.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Desperados are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game, it leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
That's a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side. And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl. And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy. 2nd and 4. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up third down. And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. Fourth down. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle. On now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's Chris Olave. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll drop the throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd and 6. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them. Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational. Boston's offense ready to go again. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Leonard. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On second down, it's Taylor. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Desperados are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raiders offense ready to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Man, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Complete to Olave on the out route. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff to Jenkins running left. And space tough to come by there, so we get maybe a yard to the 37. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now loose football. The ball comes out. And they will will take over at the 26-yard line. Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down. You just
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's caught here by Adams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And nowhere really to go there. They'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard. The urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. I mean,
he's got a man complete. 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Jamar Chase, 83 yards. And the Desperados continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option to about the 33-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2nd and 5. Over the middle, it's complete. Tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They'll look to throw here. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Back to throw again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
Come on, guys. Let's make a play here.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this 1st half. Kind of follows that it worked for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this 1st half. with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. Second and 4. He hits Adams complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. On now to a check on the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for our home team, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well.
Scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. In the slot, he catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. To the right side, this is Taylor. There's some space here. And touchdown! Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Desperados have opened the lead up to 30. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It will come out to the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Here's A.J. Cole now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun.
Down to about the 37.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left.
And he's got it down to the 28. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
They go with Jacobs and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. He needed two. He only got one. And as a result, possession switches hands. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's in a full run by the time he gets the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Austin. 2nd and 8. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. They'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. This offense so far on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well defended, and while his completion resulted in the loss of yardage, it's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. They'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Second down and inches. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on third downs, and now they face a third and inches. Olave holds it in. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Second and 3. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And as a result, possession switches hands. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. It's a window maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 127 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the 4th quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
is about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They give to Taylor out of the gun. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line for them? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke. Talk about 2 sides of the ball cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
They're going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Austin's offense ready to go again. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.